Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525 here with another, continue without saving. I have a memory card in. Continuing with a Saturday video for Sonic Month. This is actually the last video we're going to be doing this year for Sonic Month. Really happened fast. But yeah, I can't even believe we're all the way at the end. But anyway, this video, as you can tell from the thumbnail and the title, we're actually going to be critiquing, like, official Sonic art. So I'm here in Sonic Mega Collections for the GameCube. I believe you don't have to unlock any of the art for this one. Hopefully you don't. If you do, this whole thing is destroyed. So, but if you have Sonic Mega Collections for GameCube or PlayStation 2, this is the GameCube version. You get like a little extras mode where they have like a little gallery, and we're going to critique some Sonic art. I don't think I'll go in the comic book covers. These are the Archie, comic book covers. You get 1 through, like, 100 or something. Yeah, 1 through 110, and then, like, some Knuckles, like, Echidna, and other ones. Used to look at this stuff all the time. But, anyway, we're gonna be critiquing some, Sonic the Hedgehog art. So let's just go into it. Let's see what we have for Sonic. Alright, so can we get rid of this stuff? I guess not. This image is also the corporate icon for Sega. Older. I didn't even know it gave you little information on the top. So basically, art's a big part of this channel, as you all probably know. And a big part of art is critique. And like a funny story is, like, when I went to like art school for a year, like we always had like group critiques for like projects and stuff. That was like a normal thing. So like you'd print out your like your piece of project, whatever you were working on, you print it out, you bring it in, and then you would have like a midway critique where it's like you're not finished yet, but like you print out what you have done, people critique it before the final version, and then you have like the final critique, stuff like that. So basically a critique is basically just a chance for people to help you improve your art, let you know like stuff you're doing wrong, let you know stuff you're doing right as well. It doesn't all have to be negative. So yeah, so I'm gonna be doing that concept, but just for these illustrations that are here for Sonic, that are in Sonic Mega Collection. So this one's pretty good. This is, you can tell it's like an early design of Sonic. He looks very, like that old cartoony, like the noodle arm, looking like Steamboat Willie, like Mickey. You can tell because, like, he has very long, like, tube-like, arms and legs. And he's two really big, massive shapes. So it's like there's a big circle for his head, and then about the same size circle for his body. So it's basically 2 circles on top of one another. But honestly, like, Sonic's design is perfect, in my opinion. Like, things about it, it just screams, like, he definitely has, like, an edgy attitude towards him, and you can just see that in the design itself. And, one thing I like about, Sonic's design that, it's hard to put this into words. The one thing I like really about Sonic's, like, initial design, like classic, and even like modern Sonic, even like modern Sonic kind of changes up a little bit, is like it still conveys speed without having to rely on like design, like, philosophy. So basically, like, if you were to go like on a standard like textbook definition of like make a fast character, you would get what you would have for like Sonic Boom Sonic. Like, you'd want to emphasize how quick his legs are, so you make them really long. You'd kind of make like the legs like these long, kind of like, again, like Sonic Boom. Like, you make his legs longer, you kind of shrink down his head. Make him thinner so it doesn't look like he's a big like fat like running, because that doesn't make sense. But like Sonic's design like goes against that in a way, because like Sonic is kind of like, he has a belly, like he's big, round, his legs aren't that long, so that shouldn't convey speed, but it still does somehow. Like I think it's like his big feet and just like his tiny like smaller stature makes you think he's fast without relying on like the like making his legs super long, keeping him thin, make him look like a runner, you know? But this design for Sonic is pretty damn good. It's a solid piece. The rendering's really good too. I like the like gradient that they have on Sonic. It's he's really dark. It's not, I don't think this is like actual like color. He's like a slightly lighter blue. But I do like the gradient shadow for the highlights on his spikes. It's just overall like a really solid picture of Sonic. He has good weight to him. He really does look like he's like, has like a solid like footing on the ground when he stands. That's also another problem when people like draw, is like the characters might not feel like solid on the ground. They might be like tilted a little bit, or like having them like firmly planted on the ground, like as we see like Sonic here, that really does help help the character. So we go on to the next. How do we go to the next one? Oh, C-Stick. Okay, this is like an early... Oh, this is just a color guide for Sonic the Hedgehog. That's cool. So what a color guide is it's basically just like the base colors, and you could actually see, see right here, they give you the exact colors of what Sonic should be. So, if you go in like Photoshop or something, you could get that exact color. So yeah, no, it is pretty good. The picture's a little off, like his eyes. I think what throws this one off is his eyes are too big for his head. They should have shrunk that down a little bit more. And I would recommend moving this the iris to the left, like the far left. I would move that closer to, I would make it touch like his eyebrow over there. Just move it over to the right slightly. That would make this picture look a lot better, because he kind of looks a little derpy, I'm not gonna lie. So that's what I would change on that. But a good color guide, again, the whole point of a color guide is to just have the base colors right there so you can refer back to it when you do draw Sonic. And yeah, as you can see in this one, his color is a lot lighter than what this one was. So you can tell that like, this is supposed to be like the actual color of Sonic, a really like bright blue. A little bit darker than a light blue, but not like a dark blue. Just like a solid blue. So what else do we have? Oh, this is the adventure style. This is what I was talking about, where they changed up his design a little bit. Obviously they made his eyes green. They made his spikes a little bit longer. I believe they make him a little bit taller too. Yeah, they do. Modern Sonic is taller than classic Sonic. Find that in Generations. But I really do like the adventure art. One thing I like about the adventure art is the nice like curvy shapes that they use to make Sonic. Like everything's very round. There's no like hard edges onto them. Even like the very tips of his spikes, let's zoom in, they're even rounded. They're not like a super point. It's like a nice rounded. And I always like the line art. The line art's super good with this. If you were able to like take the color away, there's nice like dark, thick lines that go like thin, but they get super dark around the tips. So really nice line art. I always like the adventure designs. So yeah, no, like the solid picture. They made Sonic's shoes bigger. Again, I guess to emphasize him running fast, and they also made him a little bit more top heavy. You can see like where in this picture, like he has more of a chest. It's not down in like his gut where like the curve of the circle for his body is. It's more in like his chest, so he has like a more puffed up chest. So if you look at the first Sonic, see how it's like kind of like he has like more of a belly, and then this Sonic, it's more like up in his chest, like he's puffing up his chest. yeah, no, always like Adventure Sonic. Adventure Sonic's super good. This is another good picture. This is a very Sonic-y pose. Again, with the adventure art, they did, like, you can tell, like, the clear shapes. Like, if you take from, like, Sonic's hand to his left foot at the bottom there, you get a nice curve. And then there's another curve from, like, his foot to his tail. And then there's another one, like, kind of where his arm is. It kind of creates, like, its own. But, like, where his arm is kind of goes into where his spikes are. So it's, like, a nice, like, series of, like, nice... Actually, can I zoom in? Oop. Nope. Oh, man, I'm hitting the C-stick like an idiot. So, like, there's a nice curve. There's, like, a curve from here to here that kind of, like, draws in your attention. There's a curve from his hand that curves up into his head, into his spikes. And there's a curve from the tail to the foot. So it does, like, keep you looking at, like, Sonic. And they all kind of, like, go into, like, his head. So all the curves, like, cut across and make you intersect where his head is. So this is a good, good picture of Sonic. Same thing with this one. This has a good sense of, like, motion and weight to it. It definitely does look like Sonic's running. I like the weight on his foot here. I like how the foot kind of curves up and you can kind of tell it's bending where his leg is. And it has a good sense of, like, weight and motion. Like, you can tell Sonic's going this way. And you can tell that because, like, it kind of like, it's kind of like an arrow, like, going through, like, the air, and, like, the air is going around it. He's kind of, like, at a point. So you see the point right here where his ear is, and then the rest kind of, like, burrows out. So you can kind of, like, imagine him, like, being like an arrow pointing that way. So, again, if his ear wasn't right here, this picture would look bad. Because you need that ear kind of, like, pointing in the direction of where he's going. Like, if you could take his ear out, this picture looks worse. Again, I wish I was, like, in Photoshop so I could, like, erase it and just show you. But, overall, good weight. We have one more picture for Sonic here. This is a good one. Again, solid footwork. You can get that by making sure their feet are on a solid line. And I do like how his foot's kind of up. Because, it really does add a little bit. Because, like, you'll look at this, and then, like, the foot's pointing up, so you kind of go back up to where the picture is. Right here. And then there's Sonic doing the thumbs up. The thumb kind of keeps you into the frame here. But, so yeah, that's pretty much, all I had for Sonic. Then we go back to picture 1 again. So, yeah, that was Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm actually going to look at some of the, illustrations now, instead of going through all the other characters, because since these are just like character illustrations, there's not really a point other than to show the character. So I'm gonna go into the illustrations here because illustrations tell a story. Well, except this one's just a cover. So basically when you do like a character illustration, you just want to show off like the character design, kind of the personality of the character, things like that through the character design. But when you do an illustration, sorry, I need to get a thing of water. When you do an illustration, instead of just, like, expressing the character, which you still want to do, which this one does really well, you also could tell a story with an illustration, and hopefully we get into, like, one of the pieces that are like this. I think this is all, like, promotional material. So, and a good thing with critique that I want to bring up is when you do critique, they didn't tell me this in art school. I had to take, like, an online art class to find this out. But you should really know the message or the purpose behind a piece before you critique it. Like for this one example, like for this picture right here, this was obviously promotional art. It was to get you to it's to sell Sonic Adventure. I think this one does it pretty well because again, when this like first came out, this was the first time people saw this redesign of Sonic. So like, this does a really good job at like selling it. Again, it's I like this picture of Sonic. This is like an iconic Sonic pose. And what I like about it is it only works for Sonic the Hedgehog. Like there's a whole like meme of people trying to do this pose, like jumping in midair and like trying to do it, and it looks freaking stupid, but it looks great for Sonic. And the reason why it looks great for Sonic is because he's round. And this picture illustrates like his ability to roll into a ball by keeping him in like this nice circle. But it also emphasizes his personality. Like he has like this cool, like hip, like 90s, like, oh, I'm way too cool, like attitude. That like it screams from this pose. And yeah, and I like how it's kept like spherical, like kept very much tightly packed in a circle. And the purpose for this is to sell Sonic Adventure, and I think it does it pretty well. I always like the background, because like there's like weird buildings and stuff. Like this is obviously supposed to like be like Angel Island and like the ancient echidnas like civilization right here. And then you have like a modern city on like this side, so you see like the cars and the people. And like the buildings, that's supposed to be like Station Square. There's a taxi for Crazy Taxi. As you can see here, there's like kind of like a foresty. There's kind of like almost like a fire going on in the background there. Just really cool, like bizarre storytelling. And you get like the sky. Dreamcast always had nice sky texture, sky boxes. So there's that. Sonic Adventure 2, very similar. Again, the purpose behind this was to sell Sonic Adventure, but it does a good job. I kind of like how Sonic and Shadow kind of like form like a single shape, very similar to like the logo here, where it's like you have like Sonic on top, Shadow, and it's like here they kind of blend in a very similar way, you know? Like they don't look like two like opposing shapes. It kind of looks like a yin-yang type of deal. So that's good, and again, supposed to sell art. I do like the color scheme. They have a very like purple, orangey, blue, like it goes into like a very light sky blue, so it's like you have a very nice complementary color scheme in the background with like nice gradients, and you have like space here with the planet, and then you have like the sky to like for Earth. Very good, very yin-yang, a lot of like Sonic Adventure 2, they had a very like opposing, like good, evil kind of concept behind it, and it shows in all the artwork too. Again, very similar Sonic Adventure 2 battle. This is the manual. I vividly remember this. I like it. Again, you have the dichotomy of like Sonic, Shadow, Tails, Eggman, Knuckles, Rouge. You got the red, the blue. I think this actually, it kind of does look a little bit off balance. I think because of the background right here. There should have been like a different color variation. Because you kind of get one, you kind of get like the darker purple, bluish. And then you have the light blue, kind of white over here. I think this color should have been more dark. Because it kind of just looks, like for the balance of the picture, it looks a little bit too good. So this one's definitely leaning more on like the light good side. I think if this picture was a little bit darker on the right end where the evil characters are, it would actually come across as a little bit better. But pretty good. Pretty good. I like it. I like how they have the chows. They have the neutral, the good, the bad. Good stuff. Sonic Advanced, an amazing game. This is actually a good, it's actually a good poster. I always like landscape character posters, like this. I do like how, Sonic's kind of like in his own bubble. So you have like Sonic here, because he's like the main character, he's in like his own thing. And then you have like the side characters back here in their own thing. Always like the checkerboard design. That always goes well with like any Sonic piece. And, yeah, it's pretty good. Again, this is all just promotional material, so like the meaning behind it is to promote a game. Let's see with illustration 2. Oh, these are probably like 3D renders. Yeah, these are 3D renders. This is very 90s. This was back when like people thought like with like doing like games in like 3D, having like 3D models was like a really cool, like, oh my god, this is the future type thing. So you get a lot of like 3D model art. Again, they don't look that great. Sonic actually looks pretty good. I like this 3D model of Sonic. I like this 3D model of Amy too. Tails is alright. Knuckles isn't that great. And we got Big. We got the legendary Big the Cat. Big the Cat is perfect character design right there. And we got Gamma. Gamma actually looks alright, because, like, he's a robot. And we got Eggman, who doesn't look all that great. But one thing I liked about these character designs, especially for like the 3D renders for Adventure, is they really did capture that Sonic Adventure art style, like the 2D art style, because like all the character models are very round. Like you see like those like round shapes and stuff in here. So like that's one thing I'd say about like the 3D modelers for the adventure games, is like they did a really good job at capturing. Like you really see it with Amy. Like look how round her face looks. Like that's really hard to do. Like get that like round shape. Her spikes are round, very bubbly. I do like it. So what's the next 3D render? Sonic, good, cool pose. I really do like this pose. It's very like hero-y. It definitely with like the thumbs up, that makes you look really like hero-ish. I always liked his shoes here, really nice balance. Yeah, good stuff. This is a good one. Good, just character picture. Again, this was to like, you know, promote Sonic. This actually makes like for a good poster, because like Sonic's kind of in the center. I like how Sonic is, again, you get that curve. Like Sonic should have curves, so you get like a nice curve here. So that's good. I do like the shoes, nice the shoes actually, it kind of looks like it's a little bit off balance a little bit. Just for like this shoe, they don't kind of look like they're exactly on the same plane. So it looks like he's taking like a little bit of a step here. But I do like how the center is actually like his fists, and like kind of the background art kind of highlights that. Good job. Sonic and Amy, the perfect pair. Yeah, good. Again, like I'm pretty much repeating some of my stuff. Again, like these 3D models are actually really good. This actually might be an illustration. These might not be models, because they look a little bit different from the actual 3D models. So these might actually be paintings. This is a good one. I always thought this was a wrench when I looked at it, because like it looks like Sonic's like making a fist, and then it looks like a wrench here. But like it's his two fingers, and like the shadows make his fingers look darker. But like, do you guys see a wrench? Like, do you see the wrench there? And like I always thought it was cool, like a wrench, there's Eggman. Like it always made sense in my head. But we got that cool Dreamcast background with like the clouds kind of creating like this texture behind the background. And you get like, it's cool because they use like clouds, and then like near the bottom they use like a water texture. So like the cars kind of make it look like a water ripple and things like that. I always like the adventure concept art. Sonic, Knuckles, this is a good one. I like how they're like back to back, because like that highlights like, oh man, we're friends. Like we're friends, but like we're kind of rivals. So, but like we got each other's backs. Like that's always like a good good mix. And I do like how Sonic's blue and Knuckles is like a deep red. That always kind of like, I don't know, it's a good color for them. Like if Knuckles was like green, it would look worse, you know? There is like an abundance of red though. One thing that doesn't look quite good is like, if you like squint, like there's a lot more red compared to Sonic's blue. So like you got Sonic's blue, and then you got like his red shoes, and there's kind of like the red like Knuckles right here. So you get like a lot of red kind of sweeping in here, and you got like a little bit of blue. So it's like, I don't know, I would have put some like blue element on the bottom here. They kind of do with like the background, so it's kind of like blue on Knuckles' side and the bottom. But yeah, and you got like Angel Island and the Echidna stuff. That's always good. Alright, these are the ones I really want to look at, because these are the ones that kind of tell a story slightly. So this one's good. Again, very Sonic Adventure art. So you get the nice curvy shapes, very rounded, even like his hands round. You got like nice big round glasses and a nice round cup with nice round water. Again, keeping the round design. Even the chair's round. Like it has nice curves to it. Like there's no sharp edges in any of this. Makes it look good, makes it look cool, hip. stuff like that. And again, this is just a simple like character illustration. Another one, nice Sonic on a skateboard. Again, very adventure-esque. No sharp lines. Very round. What does it say? I'm never looking back. I got no regrets, cause time doesn't. Does it say wait? Oh yeah, it does say. Doesn't wait for me. I choose to go my own way. Nice. I guess that's a quote from Sonic the Hedgehog himself. That's pretty good. Nice Christmas art. I always love Christmas art. Christmas makes everything better. Again, no sharp edges, adventure style. I do like the offset of like this. It looks like a Christmas card. So you got a nice little like offset here of like the red and green. The stars are really a nice touch. And I do like this like textured like wavy line background right here going out. That looks really nice. So we can zoom out here. Go to the next one. Ooh, I guess it keeps the zoom. This doesn't look that great. It's kind of like a shitty render of shadow. Like one thing that doesn't look right is like his ear. Like it's a like his eyebrow makes like a weird circle here. And then there's his ear, and then it just kind of goes into like this mess. Like you can't really tell like what that is. This does not look good at all. And like it doesn't help that there's like red in the background there, and then like the red highlight. So like this doesn't look like a highlight for his spike. If you didn't know like he had like highlights on his like quills, you just think like it's a weird part of the background. I don't know, this is a bad picture. And this is good. Again, Christmas art. They keep that like background line texture thing that I actually really like. I might use that in a piece one day. But this is good. Good composition in this one. Everything's kind of like packed together in the middle, but it's not like overwhelming. And it looks pretty good. And I think like a big part of that is like Sonic takes up like a good portion of it. And then you have like Knuckles and Tails facing the same way, so when you look at it, they kind of go out this way. And even Amy is facing this way, so your eye kind of goes from like here and like looks through here. And you have like these nice little chows kind of like keeping your eye in the picture, especially this one like pointing up at Sonic. So that's good. That's all good like composition work. So yeah, I think that's the last one. I was hoping there was going to be more. I forgot how little there are in this game. I think I'm thinking of like Mega Collection Plus that had, is this, that's Amy. Are these just other characters? Shadow, Rouge, Big, Gamma, Chow, Cream. Okay, yeah, those are just other characters. I think we'll like finish off with Robotnik, and I think we should be good. So, because we're at like 30 minutes. I didn't know how long this video was gonna be. But, yeah, anyway, let's talk about Robotnik, and then we'll end the video. Robotnik is really good. Again, a very nice round shape. He's basically just a circle. And then I like how they keep his head round too. Like, having him like this basic like round shape and like makes him look like really crazy and like a little evil. Like I don't know, like it looks like he's pretending to be nice here. Mainly that might be because like I know Robotnik's evil from like playing the game, so I have some outside knowledge. But like one thing I like about Robotnik, especially here, he looks like a carnival character. He looks like one of those like carnival like circus ball designs. Like he looks like one of like a circus balloon you'd see like in a circus. Like he has those colors, those kind of shapes to him. So that kind of like helps like make him seem crazy. And again, he does kind of seem smart because he's wearing glasses that are very round. So we can go to the next one, which I can zoom out. Oh god, Robotnik. Oh, this is the crappy design for like the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. This was not a good design for Robotnik. I don't know, like he's just crazy. Does help with the show though. Again, this was a color guide, so again, not so much worried about the drawing so much. And this is what I'm talking about, like having characters like off balance. Like this foot should be flat. Like his toes shouldn't be up. That should be like a flat thing on like a flat line, and then it would make him look a lot more balanced on the page. But the goal for the color guide isn't to have like a good picture. It's just to make sure all the colors, all the base color for this character are showing, so you know what is what, and it gets that job done fairly well. And now we have the Adventure Eggman. Again, they really defined his shape. He's a little bit less round. Like, you do have the roundness right here, but then he gets like a hard like line for like his shoulders right here, and his head's like kind of sunken into his body. Little weird, but still it works. It makes him look evil and kind of like a little bit menacing. Kind of makes him look like a turtle too, like receding his head in. That's pretty good. This is a much better one. Again, he doesn't have the shrunken head that he has in that one. And I think a big part of that is like we see his mouth. So that helps. So it kind of looks like he's hunched over a little bit. Because like having hunching characters always seem kind of like evil. But this is good. A good sense of foreshortening in this one. With like his hand being like a solid size as it like goes up into like his body. I do kind of like his shoes. Kind of like, again, they don't use any straight lines. So you get like a nice curvy like S curve to his feet. I would say put like a little bit of a straight line like here, like right slightly on the bottom here, just to make it look a little bit more grounded for where he's standing, but this is still pretty good. Another good Sonic Adventure art, again, very curvy. You got the S curves with his feet. You got the rounded stomach, again, him kind of hunched over. I do like how he's doing like the surfer sign. That didn't seem very Eggman. And what I always liked about the adventure style is like they always had cool hand poses. Like the hands were never in like a static like pose. They were always in like these two fingers are together, but then these two fingers are kind of going apart, and the thumb's always out. Like really cool like hand poses. Like that's actually pretty consistent with all the like Sonic Adventure art. Is the hands are always kind of like dynamic. I think I have one more here. Yeah. As I said, dynamic hands. Now he's making two fists. But even the fist, it's like you got the pointer finger out a little bit more than other ones. Kind of helping it. And again, very, very curvy. No straight lines. This one actually looks a little bit better. He looks actually like he's standing on the ground with his like grounded feet. So yeah, overall, like really good characters. Now, again, this is all like professionally done, so none of this was ever bad. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So, yeah, that was my idea for this Saturday video for this art critique. I hope you guys liked it. Maybe if you guys like this, I could do this again for, like, next Sonic Month. We can go over the Archie comic covers. That actually sounds fun. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if this helped you out with, like, critiques and stuff, and if you want to talk about Sonic's design, I'll be more than happy to talk to you in the comment section below. I even have a Discord, so I'll put a link to the Discord in the description below. So if you want to talk about Sonic's design, I'll be more than happy to do that. Oh, got another thing of water. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching Sonic Month this year. And I'll see you in some other video. Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.